And of course, if I didn't cut it here, well, you're still here, so it doesn't matter. I mean, like, I've been short for, 2 months now, and I'd rather not put out, an hour-long video. Especially with the random claim bullshit that's been happening recently. Like, I'd like to avoid that if I can. Oh. I really should tell you guys. So, there's been another wave of those, like, people randomly claiming videos on YouTube thing going around. About 97% of my videos right now are claimed by Bandai. Acceptable, because that's the deal I made with them way back in the day. And I don't really care, because I don't make money off of this anyway. Man, spoilers. But, some company went around and started claiming my videos, I believe, yesterday? Or the day before? I got about 103 claims within a couple of hours. Most of them were in about 10-minute spats of each other. They claimed my videos that are owned by Bandai and claimed by Bandai. So they currently, or Bandai sent out a counterclaim to these claims with the, "This is our property." And I'm waiting to hear back what the other side says, because since they're my videos, I get a report every time one of these things happen. I really shouldn't, but I do. And it's the marketing portion of my brain that makes me so happy that it's happening. Like, it's amazing. Bandai's just like, "Hey, those are ours." And some random people are like, "No." Oh, I should have stabbed the other one. I would have killed him. Oh well. Next time, next time. Armor upgrade kits now are pretty useful because we're actually going to dump most of our kits on Aeon to upgrade her stuff because it's more expensive. But we're going to wait till we get to the last 8 or so upgrades. Probably 9, actually, because that makes more sense. Before we start dumping them on people. Wow, we have a lot of those armor ones. Probably what I get for, hoarding them the entire game. So, what is this special fight? Ooh, a Psycho Gundam. Charge, charge, charge. Does it have an eye field in this game? No, it does not. Let's see, Gatling Fire, Technique, High Repair on Fritzy Poo. That's fine. I'm pretty sure we're gonna kill it anyway. Remember at one point this was a boss. Oh, we didn't actually kill it. Oh well. Resner. Critical Charge. Dreamy. Lightning Lancer. Since we can't do Voltaic Lancer. Or Plasma Lancer. And you'll just charge. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen, to be honest, but I thought Resner was going to hit first, so she was going to get to do it. Do you guys want me to keep talking about my tabletop game? It's like, I enjoy talking about it, but I know some people before didn't really enjoy it, so I was thinking about it, but meh. So since then and now, I've actually had another person join, because there's one of the people asked originally who said they weren't going to be part of it because of work, and eventually, you know, the seasonal work cleared up, and it hadn't really been an issue since then, which is kind of cool. So now I have to, you know, account for yet more damage to be done in a single combat. Like, I had to increase everything by about, you know, a quarter, just to make it more fair, which was pretty fun. I think where we last left off, I was just getting them onto Mission 3, which Mission 3 ended without a hitch. Like, it was what it was. And the new person joined about Mission 4. Yeah, right around Mission 4 was kind of fun. I had in a Death Army ship assault where their base was, and literally the entirety of the group had to go out to fight them kind of in a very ramshackle way because they're not really used to combat yet. Like, it was incredibly new to them, and most of them, a large-scale engagement is like, you know, 10 people. Whereas this one had 100 enemies and a little over 40 of their guys. So I kind of had it determined on how the battle was going on a simple roll. Depending on the modifiers, if it rolled above 10, it was good. If it rolled below 10, it was bad. And if they got to 5 bad points or 5 good points, the battle would end in their favor. It's not very complex. I figured it would be easy to get around to it. Literally, they went 4 for 4. Bad, then good. And at the very last roll, I was pretty sure they're going to lose the battle. And at the last roll, the boss of the resistance kind of came in and just destroyed everyone because they got the final good roll. He just kind of came down in the freedom and started tearing everything apart. Just lacing people with beam spam, you know, super Daka. It was super fun to, you know, do. So the players also kind of came up with a plan whether if they were going to lose, they're going to go pick up the armory guy who has all the money. And then after that, they're going to go enslave a town and go sell them in the south as slaves to some pirates that are down there. Little did they know that they were going to get enslaved along with them, and I was honestly waiting for that to happen because I thought it would be hilarious. Because, you know, pirates aren't just going to be like, oh, hey, yeah, we'll take those guys. Here, have a fair amount of money. They'll be like, oh, no, I want to... That's cool, we'll take them. Hey, come have dinner with us. And then they would wake up in a cell, and, you know, they'd have to escape, and they'd find out that pirates are pirates. I mean, who would have guessed? But that didn't end up happening. They ended up winning, and now the resistance group they're with, resistance to the demons or the Death Army, whatever you want to call them, are now struggling pretty hard to cope with the losses because they lost something like 40% of their, or not 40%, 80% of their troops. And they went from having about 18 scavenging teams to 3. And then there's also a giant metal shortage, even though they just took down like an almost million-ton craft. But they still have to deal with, you know, having people go out there and collect that steel, especially since it's like hardened steel and, you know, has bits of half metal in it. Half metal being the metal from IBO that's basically immune to everything but fire. Or railguns. And I keep saying I'm gonna skip these cutscenes, or these battles, and then I talk over them, so I can't skip them. My bad. It might be a little long episode, but it's fine. Maybe you guys will get 3. You'll enjoy 3, right? But yeah, so they're dealing with this metal shortage, a personnel shortage. The resistance is out of deneutronium, so they can't restart reactors. So fighting new mobile suits is kind of a waste. Like, they're just up shit's creek without a paddle. And it's up mostly to the party to deal with stuff. The resistance will deal with stuff on their own eventually, but it'll be very slow and the players won't get any acknowledgement for it. And then there's also a couple of expeditions they're going to be sending to the east, to the Turn A city of Bostonia, or country of Bostonia, I should say. Dun dun dun! That one guy we haven't fought yet, who also is, you know, one of Aeon's brothers or sisters. Always thought it was a girl, but it might be a guy. Yes, he's the scheming right hand. Don't worry, his fight's actually a little fun. I'm gonna have to save before it, too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the guy who's running the commissar right now in the Resistance is sending them out on a mission once they get finished with what they're doing. One of the players pilots a gun tank, right? Well, he decided his gun tank was sneaky enough to go and charge an enemy fortified position when the enemy were waiting to shoot at him, and he flat out knew it. Well, he got both the treads on his gun tank blown off, so he can't do anything. Well, along with one of the arms getting cut off and the shoulder cannon exploding. Again. Though that one was my fault, because I rolled it. Ooh. Okay, these guys might actually be a challenge. Oops, I meant to hit boost, but... Or, yeah, go do a boost, but whatever. Oh no, we got charged. Do I want an explosion or do I want a Gatling fire? Yeah, these guys aren't actually that difficult. I overestimated the enemy again. I do that a lot. Yeah, so it should be fun. They're about to end up going to this kind of museum thing where they have to retrieve the contents of a vault for the commissar dude, and they're basically going to be faced with either they look what's in the vault and they get killed, or at least, you know, betrayed by this guy because he specifically told them not to look in there. But Vero, don't say anything. I know you're listening. Or, you know, they won't look in there and they'll get paid for the job and it'll be all hunky-dory. Then again, I know them good enough where they wouldn't try to meta. Or, you know, we could just totally not watch this in between, you know, today and then 3 days from now. That's also a massive possibility. Let's run to the side before we do that. I'm pretty sure it'll be a staircase down. Yeah, I guess we'll end this episode off with getting the card key 5. Oh, hey, look, a Zanzibar. So usually when we run by, we see Mew size, right? Well, that one right there was a Zanzibar. Ooh, a mass production bow. So, just so you know, the bow was mass produced by the Neo Zeon Royal Guard for Hamon's personal forces. Those ones were generally painted in a drab green, similar to the Zaku was originally supposed to be. Not that teal that kind of made out, but imagine like the Zaku, they have beam weapon. I think they all have beam weapons, so I'm actually going to go Aeon. Wow, she's immune to everything. She also only has 3. Never mind. I wasted an energy point. Alright, so we are going to Hypercharge. We are going to Shot Burst. And we are going to Explosion. Oh. Hyper Mega Cannon does more damage. Oops. Ah, fuck you, dude. Yeah, so for Hamon Karn's Special Guard, they were given mass production versions of Glemmy's bow. Though, while they were mass produced and made a bit cheaper, they actually kept all the same combat potential as the prototype, which is kind of rare in Gundam, because usually the mass production versions aren't nearly as good. Oh wow, that bow didn't have very much HP. Which I always thought was really cool. And I really wish they would make more model kits of the green one. They re-released the high-grade orange one. But, like, it comes with dragon painted on and everything, and I very much don't like that. So one day I'm gonna actually buy that kit once I, fill through my backlog. Yeah, it is a Zanzibar. Once I fill through my backlog, I'm gonna buy one of those kits and paint it blue and yellow. Barzam colors, because, the Bowzam is the coolest thing ever. I'll talk about that one day, too. Yeah, that was a Zanzibar. That thing we saw launching off from the base down in South Africa? I always think it freezes when it does that. Okay, so it is a her. Oh no! I mean, like, all your other guards have been more difficult. Oh no! They were so hard to kill! Alright, so I'm actually going to be quick saving right here. You'll find out in a second why. This point is just a major pain. It's not hard. Just annoying. Like a lot of things in this game. Oops. Not a repair kit. I'm saving those for the final battle, even though that's pointless. I need max ether 137, or I might die because max ether 137 is useful. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to do a totally awkward transition between the last two episodes, because I totally forgot to do that. Well, this episode and the one before it. But you'll see why I was saying this one's annoying in a second. Or is it not at this point yet? Might not be at this point just yet. Yeah, it's right beyond this door. Quick save. Or is this just going back to the front? Oh! I clicked somewhere. I clicked floor 7. Yep. So yeah, so there's 7 floors here, and then there must be 5 on the other side then. But we're on floor 3 or floor 4, I forget. I'm gonna go back to floor 1 real quick, just because I'm curious as to what's there. Watch it be something like, you know, can't open the gate. If it is, then I'll go up to floor 2. Oh, okay, yeah, we can. Alright, so we were on floor 1 apparently. So yeah, let's go up here and go back and around. It's either a battle over here or a chest. Oh, there's a battle. Oh, with the full-on Psycho Gundam. Coolio. Or actually, defend, because they're gonna get 2 either way. So, what's the point in them taking full damage? I think we might have to do the double rotation on this guy. Final impact. Ultimate weapon. You're just gonna charge. Oh, and if you're curious, level cap in this game is actually a level 50, not 100. So we are almost at cap. We're basically level 86. So I think we'll get to about level 45 by the end of the game. And if I remember correctly, except for Li Fong getting charge, there's really nothing you want after about 45. Damn. Alright. Well. Regeneration kit. And we're gonna switch you out for Resner. God, I should stop, you know, over thinking one enemy's way too powerful when they aren't, and then thinking one enemy's way too weak when they aren't. Technique, full repair all. You're gonna charge, you're gonna switch back to Bazuli. We'll switch to Trimi after this, but the reason is so that he can get full repaired as well. Switch Trimi, and she'll Voltaic Lancer. And then We'll switch to Aeon. Who will beam field. I love how it remembers. Oh, fuck, I clicked the wrong button. Oh well. I love how it remembers that. Yeah, I'm gonna beam field with her. That's what her job is. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna kill him when Bazooly attacks next. Yeah, we're gonna switch back to Tristan in the God Gundam. We're gonna have him charge. We're gonna switch back to Fritzy Poo in the Heavy Arms Gundam, and he's gonna charge. And then we're gonna go to Bazooly, who's going to Gatling Fire again. I figured that was gonna happen. Because I misclicked, so of course it was gonna kill him. Oh well. Yay! TP restoring items that I'll never use. Heavy machine cannon. I think that's the double machine cannon from the heavy arms. Heavy machine cannon. Oh no, those are shoulder things. Oh, we'd have to remove the hyper cannon. Large beam cannon. Well. $405 versus 375. Yeah, sure, let's do it. I believe we get the dual buster rifles eventually too. That just might be way later in the game. Alright then, so I don't actually remember where we are. Which is fine. I forget things fairly frequently. You know, like all the time. So I guess we'll go up to floor 2 and go explore floor 2. You know, I could look up a map of this, but nah, that's too much work. So there's this ambush that happens, and it'll come up in a little bit. And it's annoying because it's one of those ones where it's like, clear the room! Oh hey, clear the room again! It's like, thanks guys. Hacking tools ×2. New Gundam Bazooka, nice. Repair unit SP. Oh, okay. I was kind of really hoping the, what's it called was here? Card key, so we could just, you know, go up and get it. Oh well. New Gundam. New Gundam Bazooka. 763. I don't think we can fit it on him. 632 versus that, which if we... So, if I moved this up to here, moved this down to here, pulled this up to here, we're still down one gun. So... yeah, we'll figure it out later. More than likely, we'll give that to Trimi. Or Resner. Yeah, I'll do that off camera, though. Oh, those are doors. Okay. We'll do leftmost first, and then we'll go in a circle. I thought those were just blank walls, so I was like, oh, well, great, we hit a dead end. Alright, nothing there. And we'll loop around to this side. And I'm assuming there's, yeah, a boss fight with the chest, or a fight with the chest at the end. Oh, this could be interesting. Hey, so we're fighting a Zaku 3 custom. It's not the actual Zaku 3 custom. That was piloted by Mircello, or Mycello, as I like to call him, because his name is very hard to pronounce. Basically, the Zaku custom was just a highly tricked out Zaku 3 custom, which was designed for Cyber new types, because him and Chara soon became Cyber new types near the end. For reasons. Mainly because they could, and Neo Zeon found a Cyber new type thing that doesn't make people crazy, which, spoilers, it actually makes people crazy. Who would have thought? Hey, recovery system 3. Useful, except for not really, because it only heals 200 when you're in the back row. So, sometimes okay, but like, usually if you have back row users, they don't really have HP. Or, they don't really get hit very often unless you swap them out regularly. Which is not my playstyle. Is this the ambush? Oh, okay. So this is just the quick way to get to the next set of areas. Yeah, I've already talked about NT, I've already talked about the tabletop game I'm playing. So just a kind of preliminary, we don't have any plans, and it could be a year or so off, but me and another one of my friends are planning on doing some UC stuff. He wants to DM an actual Gundam game, and I'm curious in playing. It'll be a high difficulty, frequent death kind of campaign, where you'll just kind of play a character and hope you don't die. And, you know, if you die, you just kind of roll up a new character. Kind of a Warhammer kind of thing, just not exactly a Warhammer thing, because it has giant robots. But yeah, if you have Discord and a mic and all that stuff, and, you know, Saturdays, well, we don't really know the time we're doing it now, because we're kind of talking about if I'm going to record it or not, because I just don't like to. And a couple of the people I record with don't really want me to record it, but if we're playing with all new people, we could. But yeah, if you'd be interested, let me know. It'll be a far in the future kind of thing, though, so it won't be anytime soon, most likely. But yeah, we use primarily Roll20 for battles, Discord for the RP bits. It's kind of expected to be RP, it won't just be battles over battles. Which, while those campaigns are fun, a lot of us mainly see battles as just kind of being there and not being all that enjoyable. Which is just kind of a downside of the system. Like, battles are just fillers till you get to the next thing. Like, you're kind of on your toes for them, but very little happens during a battle. Kind of like here. Which, I wish they would stop quick-shotting so we could just kill them. Yeah, I forget what the story is. It's like, you just got your ass kicked and now you're, you guys find a leftover resource satellite from the 1-year war with a couple of Zakus and maybe a GM on it if, you know, it turns out that way. And then you guys kind of have to make back your money or you're going to get killed because you owe somebody a lot of money. Hey, a beam gate, a glaive. A beam gave. Let's see. Or actually, should we give it to Trimi? Spears are more her thing. Beam glaive is 689 versus this, which is 641. 713. Damn. So close. So close. It's a 5. And we're not going to be shooting with her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Trimi's attacks are less hampered by spears than they are, or than Resner's are, because I know a lot of Resner's attacks require a sword or an axe. So giving her a spear is probably not the best idea. Same reason why I don't generally give one to Tristan. Alright, floor 4. And so I figured I'll let this go on for about another 10 minutes. And then if we don't finish it up by then, I'll just end it here. And then next week we'll go collect the card key, head back, upgrade Aeon, upgrade the 2 replacement suits we get. And then go from there. Ah, there you are. Okay, so this is the annoying bit. As you would expect, our action boy Tristan runs off on his own. Oh no, the door's locked. What do we do? Oh no, it's a trap. You're an idiot. I mean, like, it was obviously a trap. Which, let's be real here, if the rest of the party was with us, it would be a minor inconvenience. This is kind of a pain just because he doesn't have any good hit-all abilities that don't cost, like, every TP in the world. Dun dun dun! Hal wasn't the bad guy! Who would have guessed? They blew up our meth lab, though. That's what I'm really pissed off about. Did it just skip the cutscene? Damn it, I really wish I saved, because then I would just load and, you know, check if I accidentally skipped the cutscene. I don't think I did. So basically, Hal's Zaku sticks his hand in front of the barrel of the Zaku 2 that Nahidi was piloting. And as Hal turns away to put his hand down, he fires anyway and blows up the orphanage. Alright, so just so we don't have to go through the rest of that bullcrap while we run around and fight people. Yep, and I'll kill you all in one hit. It's just a pain in the ass because it takes 3 turns each. To be fair, it might actually be an entire battalion because there's like, you know, 6 enemies, and if they have 5 each, then that's 30 guys. Dun dun dun! Hal's not really evil. Who would have guessed? So you find out that he didn't actually die in that Zaku, and it totally didn't explode and just kind of, you know, slouched for a little while. Though I am totally jealous because he's using one of my favorite suits. That is the MSN-04 Sazabi. That is Char's titular suit from CCA, or Char's Counterattack. It is all around better than the new Gundam. It even has Master Funnels, which are better than the new Gundam. Though the new funnels do have some interesting abilities, which generally people give the point to Amuro for that, but meh. He also has this ability, which, you know, you can't block it, and it does pretty good damage. But yeah, the Sosby was equipped with a beam rifle that could also function as a beam shotgun, a sword which could action both as a sword, an axe, and a dagger, though all Gyaradogas had that at that point. And the cool thing about the new and the Sosby is actually they had weapons that new types could control with their mind, so they could change the length of them. It adds a whole nother dimension to the combat. He's sorry. He didn't want to do it. He was betrayed by Gabriel, who was hiding it from him. And at least my view of that is Gabriel was the one who helped raise him, similar to how Lapis and Trimi were raised together, and he got seduced by the awesomeness that is Gabriel. Oh, I should have hit the bow. Oops. Oh, I'll show you his equipment after this, but basically it's the same thing as before, like we can't change any of his equipment. Wow, these guys really aren't that tough. You know, time-wise, I should really just have them melee and kill them that way. But yeah, they also make the shield really small, but the shield is supposed to cover, like, the entire chest of the Sosby. There's also the Nightingale, which is the improved version, similar to how the high new is better than the new. But that's not in the game. So yeah, you can't change his equipment. But his sword's humongous, his shield's humongous, his gun's humongous. They do pretty good damage, though. So it is what it is. I wonder, do you have any of those, like, bomber techniques? You have high funnel. So, this is actually one of the attacks Aeon has right now that I totally forgot about, because I forgot funnels were a thing. And whoops, I meleeed the same guy. Oh well. And then you miss. God damn you. Yeah, and so I believe after we take out this room of guys, we have to fight another room of guys. Because, you know, that's how this game rolls. So I think after we finish that, I believe we get the card key 6, so... Yeah, I was gonna say, assuming he hits, we should win this battle, but... yeah. I believe Hal also has full repair, so we should be good there. Or if not, we have items. Yeah, we have items. Those work too, right? Since we're about to get the card key 5, I'm not really saving items. Like, we'll just go back and buy some more. I was kind of hoping he would melee, but I didn't really check what they were doing. And, let's use the launcher shield. So, the Sosby shield has 2 anti-MS rockets built into the end of it. Similar to the Jesta shield, I believe the Unicorn shield is the only one without a weapon built in the show anyway. Or, the movie, I should say. But if you've seen the Unicorn heavy weapon, not Unicorn, the new heavy weapons type, it doesn't need a weapon. Like, that thing's so loaded down for bear, it's not even funny. It's like, oh hey, you have literally a main cannon designed to take out full-on battleships, and then behind that you also have 6 funnels, like 80 missile pods or something like that, and a machine gun and a bazooka. It's just like, yeah, you crammed an entire armory into this one suit. So I think that's the last of them. Finally. Of course we did. They weren't actually that difficult, except for, you know, when I completely ignored Hal. So, was Hal really alive, or did we imagine it because we needed a father figure? Because we never actually grew up with one, because we grew up in an orphanage, clearly didn't pay attention to anyone. And Maria was the closest thing to a mother figure, even though I'm pretty sure she's our grandmother. Nah, my headcanon is that he imagines it. There is a way to get Hal after the game's over, but meh. I'm not really gonna worry about that, to be honest. Like, I'm 99% sure I'm not doing the bonus dungeon. Fuck that thing. Fuck Alpha and Omega. I don't need to. What you know? I still imagine all of these guys as the little Karibo parody of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and everyone talks as Esperoza in my mind. Just so you guys know, if you're wondering why I always give them funny accents. Because they're all Esperoba in my mind. And you know what? It fits them. Especially Fritz. He talks about making mobile suits of the coasters for his drink. And if the episode is, or if this goes on any longer, I'm actually going to be cutting it here, so I hope you all enjoyed the episode. If you did, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for even more of this, surprisingly. Anyway, folks, good night.